What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're discussing the breaking news over the past hour at the time of recording this, which is Jeff Passan of ESPN coming out with a report that was inevitable, Michael Conforto officially declining his $18.4 million qualifying offer from the New York Mets, making himself free agent. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down all there is to know on the Michael Conforto and Mets front. Is this the official end of Conforto's time in Queens or not? What is the likelihood or lack thereof of him actually staying with the Mets? And overall, what is next for the Mets and their approach to right field, regardless on if Conforto stays or if he leaves? That's what I'll be breaking down in today's video. So as always, folks, make sure you stay all the way till the end of the video. Follow the detail on all my thoughts on Michael Conforto and the Mets on if there's a future here or not. And if you guys end up enjoying this kind of Mets content and you want to see more great Mets content like this, please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button, sharing this video with your friends, on the notification bell. All those great things. Thank you all so much for the continued support, folks. Now let's jump right to today's video. If you guys have been following the channel long enough, then you know Michael Conforto is one, my favorite player on the team, two, has been since he arrived with the Mets back in 2015 when he hit not one but two home runs in the World Series as a rookie in 2015 against those Royals. That's the reason why we got the Michael Conforto card on the wall behind me, thanks to a great subscriber and member on the channel. That's the reason why we got the Michael Conforto hat, thanks to another great subscriber and friend on the channel, along with plenty of other Michael Conforto shirts and other things. A lot of you guys in the comments always compare my looks to Michael Conforto, which I always find flattering, knowing my infatuation is strong with the player. But knowing that Michael has officially declined his qualifying offer with the Mets tells me and most Mets fans one thing, and that is that the likelihood of him staying in Queens is looking far slimmer than what it did just a couple months ago. With his send-off in his final game at home of the season, which I was in attendance, him having that diving snag and getting emotional in right field, it really does feel like this is getting closer to the end for Michael, and something that I don't want to see, because I do believe Michael Conforto is not just going to bounce back in 2022 and beyond. I think he's going to be one of the best outfield options out there in the market, and the Mets should absolutely make sure they try to keep him, in my personal opinion, as long as they could get him on the right deal. Conforto coming off of that down 2021 season, of course, in his walk year, after looking for an extension heading into the year, something that Francisco Lindor got, Michael didn't. That probably lingered in his mindset a bit, along with the hamstring injury that bothered him all year long. Down the stretch looked good in the last couple months of the season, struggled against lefties all year long, but Conforto in his prime has proven over the past couple years to be able to hit lefty pitching, also be able to spread the field like no tomorrow, have a strong Gold Glove type caliber in right field, in my opinion. That's so underrated at times, and is looking like he's definitely going to bounce back regardless on if he stays with the Mets or not. But what is most important here now for the Mets in this scenario where Conforto does in fact leave is that they make sure that they get a replacement that's going to be just as good, if not better. For a team that's, according to Steve Cohen, in this supposed 3 to 5 year window of trying to win it all at least once, you need to make sure that you have the best replacements possible that are even upgrades. And Conforto is an anomaly of a free agent in this year's class, outfield-wise, because he's entering his age 29 season. He's only 28 right now. All the other big-name options that are out there that would actually be really strong fits in right field that are external, free agency wise, are up there in their low to mid 30s. Nick Castellanos is a guy that gets connected to the Mets a lot, something that I'll be talking about more plenty. He feels like more of a DH fit, one, but two, he doesn't have a good glove in right, and three, if the Mets were to land him, yes, that would be awesome for his bat, but you also have to give up a compensation pick in doing so because he declined his qualifying offer. The same thing goes with some other players out there. So there's a lot of obstacles, and the Mets, for a team, like I said, that's trying to win now, that's trying to make playoffs next year, that's trying to have a deep playoff run, even, fingers crossed, hopefully we see it. They have a lot of things that they need to do, and losing a Michael Conforto that is still very much in his prime, whether you want to believe it or not, folks, is destined to bounce back and then some. And you also have the risk of potentially losing him to a team in the division. We don't want to see a Zach Wheeler situation 2.0. That's not going to benefit this club, especially if you're going up against a rival and he does really well. So there's a lot of ways that this scenario cannot end well for the Mets should they let him walk and not pursue him. So that's why I think it is absolutely vital for them to do their best effort to re-sign him on a multi-year deal, but not nearly to the extent of a George Springer contract from the year prior. So if they can land in a sweet spot with Michael, who's a Scott Boras client, who's going to look for a payday, is part of the reason why he did not sign the qualifying offer, knowing that there's reported upwards of a dozen suitors already looking for Conforto's play to a certain degree. They need to make sure that they try their best to land him, and if they don't, that they evaluate all their options out there, but just make sure that whoever his replacement is going to be, that's going to be someone strong, fitting, and potentially even better than what Michael could have brought or would continue to bring in Queens. And don't worry, folks, we're going to be talking about a lot of different right field options and outfield options overall in different videos on the channel and live streams very soon, so stay tuned for them. But Mets fans, if you ended up enjoying this kind of Mets content and you want to see more great Mets content like this, do not hesitate from smashing that like and subscribe button, sharing this video with your friends, on the notification bell, all those great things. Make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Would you like to see Michael Conforto back with the Mets? Do you think his time in Queens has officially been done? Let me know all your thoughts as always, folks, and make sure to turn on that notification bell if I didn't say that already, to make sure that you are up to date with all the latest news, rumors, reports, and live streams going on. When all these announcements happen, folks, rest assured we will be covering it here on WardyNYM. Thank you again for the support, and I'll talk to you soon. Let's go Mets, baby.